Hello guys, and welcome to today's video where I want to be sharing what my daughter eats in a day. For reference, my daughter is 8 months old and she is my second child. Also, it is a Sunday today, and so our fridge is like honestly empty. We are scraping the barrel when it comes to food. We usually meal prep on a Monday and then we do our grocery shop on a Monday. So today we're just going to be using whatever's left in the fridge, which let me show you guys, it is empty. But it is totally fine, we will make do. Another little point that I want to mention is that with my daughter we usually do baby led weaning and then a mixture of puree foods as well. Essentially she just has whatever we're eating, and she will normally 98% of the time be eating whatever my son's eating, except for breakfast, and that is because she wakes up at 5 a.m. so the first thing that she does at 5 a.m. is just have breast milk. She is still having breast milk 2 to 3 times a day, and then it leads us to here 8:30 a.m. where she finally has breakfast. So I've had breakfast, my son's had breakfast, I just have to feed her now. My go-to breakfast is usually banana pancakes or banana waffles because I can make that for my son and then just put it to the side for her and she'll eat that when she's ready. Today my son requested eggs on toast. So we are going to do something a little bit different. She's going to have banana oats and I'm going to drizzle some peanut butter. Sometimes I drizzle almond butter, or sometimes if we've got fruits like blueberries or raspberries, I'll squash them and mix those in. Very simple. That's going to be our breakfast for today. This is the spoon that I use when I feed her oats. It is a baby led weaning specific spoon which teaches them to like feed themselves. However, I don't use it properly because she just like puts her whole hands inside the food. She doesn't properly eat if I put it in front of her. So what I do is, I know you're very hungry, is I put it on the spoon and then I just give it to her like this. Like that. This is one of the things that I've done very differently with my son and my daughter. So my son was like really good at baby led weaning. I could put the food in front of him on his little tray table and he would happily feed himself. But she's a little bit different and likes to throw the food everywhere and put it all over her body. So we make do, and this is why I do a little bit of a combination of puree food and baby led weaning, because it's just easier. Do you like it? Is it yummy? Yeah. Yum. Do you want more? Do you want more? Can I have your spoon, please? Thank you. This is for you. Okay. Oops. Okay guys, it's been a few hours. Missy's just woken up from a second nap, so we're about to have lunch now. And we're going to do something really simple, because we don't have a lot of food. So I am thinking we are gonna have some toast. What should we have on our toast? Okay, we're gonna have toast with tuna today for lunch. And we're gonna mix it with mayo because that's the way that I like to eat tuna on toast. When I make her toast, I like to cut the crust just because I find that's a bit too hard for her to eat, just while she doesn't have too many teeth. So I cut the crust and just give her the inside. I'm gonna put you down, Missy. I'm going to put you down so that I can make your food really quick. There we go. All done. All done. I just didn't want you to get cut by the sharp knife. Okay, then we're just going to pop some mayo. Is that your lunch, Missy? Is this for you? Yeah, we're going to eat some tuna. This is tuna with olive oil, but I just like to remove some of the olive oil because it's a bit too much in my opinion. So I just kind of squeeze it out in the sink. Hey kitty. Hey kitty. Do you want some? Do you want some tuna? Yum. I'll give you some after, mister. I then just cut it into finger strip toast so that it makes it easier for her to grab. I don't usually cut with my left hand though, but Missy doesn't want to go down, so we're cutting it with our left hand today. Hold on. This is so much harder than it needs to be. If only you'd go down and not cry, I could actually cut the toast. There we go. All done. There we go. Okay. This is how I serve her toast when I make it for lunch. So this is her lunch. And then I'm probably just going to pair it with a little bit of a fruit. What do you reckon? A little feijoa? Hold on 2 seconds. We're almost there. Is it yummy? While I let her eat that, I'm just gonna cut up a feijoa for her for dessert, and I'll show you guys the way that I cut this for baby lead weaning. So I just cut both ends and then cut all the skin off, and then I'm gonna cut that into quarters, like that, and then in half again, and serve it to her like this. So yeah, that is the way I'm gonna serve her the feijoa, but I'm gonna serve it to her when she's done eating her toast, because otherwise it's gonna get a bit messy. Is it yummy? Is that yummy, Missy? This time round with feeding, I find that I'm not really using any like plates or bowls. Last time with my son, I used a lot of those suction plates and suction bowls, and I did research on them, and the ones that I had bought just weren't good plastic material, but I can't exactly remember what it is, so I'm not going to tell you guys because I don't want to lie to you guys. So I ended up throwing those out and never bought a new pair. And with my daughter, I just found that I don't really need those. I just kind of serve the food on her little table like you guys saw, and it's just working out way better. It also means that I've got less dishes to do at the end of the day, which is pretty good. I just have to wipe down her table and it's all like clean. She does have a sippy cup, like a training cup that I use when I'm out and about. It's a non-spill one. At home, we do have like these kids cups, which are made out of, let me tell you guys. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but I think this is bamboo. Are you finished? She's done. So I just wanted to show you guys our cups. That's what she uses when we're at the dinner table eating dinner. Are you finished, Missy? Are you finished? Okay, let me clean you. Done. She's a bit grumpy. The only other thing that she will eat before dinner is usually a snack. And this was actually told by my plunket nurse that I should start introducing snacks for her for the day. So my favorite store-bought snack, these are my favorite store-bought snacks for her. The rice rusk has kale, spinach, carrot, and cabbage. They're just like little crackers, which I can't really show you guys what it is because the plastic is closed, but it's just like that. And they're really good for her because she just kind of sits there and sucks on it, and eventually it breaks down. But it says a 6+, but I would not recommend unless your child's been eating for at least a month, because they don't break as easily as you would hope. So that is my favorite snack to take out and about, and it's store-bought. And then if we're home, my favorite snack to give her is like a kiwi fruit, or just like whatever fruit is in season. We have so many fruits in the house, usually at all times, because my son loves fruits. So that is probably the snack that she usually has. We are now going to go to the beach because it's a beautiful day, and we will be back for dinner. Okay, it's been a day, but we have made it to dinner time. She's just woken up from her last nap for the day, so I am just going to start prepping her dinner. And dinner is probably the easiest thing that I find to feed her, because she essentially will have exactly what we're having, just like without salt, or sometimes I add something a little bit different. So today we are having roasted vegetables, or leftover veggies that were in the fridge. Let me just show you guys, because Jamie kindly cut the pumpkin up for me. So he's cut up these pumpkin slices, which aren't too thick, aren't too thin, and I've got about 4 for her. So she's gonna have that, which I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top, as well as an omelette. I think we're gonna make your pumpkin, okay? Jamie's used up all of our dishes for the oven, so we're gonna be using my cake dish to make her pumpkin. This is probably one of my favorite baby lead weaning meals for dinner, because it's so simple, and I find that with the cinnamon they really like it. Well, my kids do anyway, so maybe try that out. If your kids don't like pumpkin, add a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of oil, and try it that way. And then you just roast it until it's like really nice, and also because it's really easy for them to grab. So I just mix it all with my hands because I find that so much easier, and because she's on my hip. But I used about 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 4 slices of pumpkin, and about a teaspoon of cooking oil. This is what they look like now, and I'm just going to pop that in the oven at 180 degrees and just let it cook until it is crispy brown. So I ended up cutting the pumpkin in half and also cut the egg in half, but I also put all the little pieces of the egg just because that's good for her to work on her pincer grip. But yeah, that's her dinner for tonight. I usually wouldn't feed her in her top, But because we were at the beach, she's already really sandy and dirty, so we're just gonna have to clean it as soon as we're done eating. Is that yummy? So I probably should have shown you guys this with every meal, but this is how much is left over from her dinner. She's got kind of a lot. She's still obviously learning to eat, so I don't force anything down. And like I mentioned, she is going to have breast milk before going to bed. But yeah, don't mind the noise in the background. They're all having a shower now. I'm going to clean up, so I am going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you're thinking of meal ideas for your little one or baby led weaning meal ideas, if you've got some good ones, comment them down below, because I obviously really want some new things to try out as well. If you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye!